Kayla, go to your spot.
Okay, go lie down.
Okay.
So we should be live now.
Packed
Hey guys! I had to turn the mic back on. Sorry about that little pause there, but hello everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are your two big girls, and this is our Friday night smoke sesh. I am Cupcake.
I'm Rae Rae.
And this is our super special guest, Keegan from RamsKull.
Yeah.
RamsKull.
RamsKull.
Just to clarify that.
It's a double entendre. We say RamsKull.
Either way. Okay.
It's like the RamsKull, the RamsKull. Sometimes it'll be like, check out this what the skull is up to now.
Okay.
Like apostrophe small S K big K.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I kind of like bands that do weird letters and things.
For
and
sure.
I don't know.
Silent letters in the middle of it. I like that. I think that if you throw like a Q or like a Z at the beginning of a word, and then you're like, that's silent.
Or like throwing those like German dots over your like,
yes.
like the Motley Crue does or whatever.
Are you German?
Icelandic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, not at all.
No.
Does Icelandics do umlauts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. They have all sorts of accent marks. Yeah.
My bad. I said I was going to roll a joint with a filter. Did not.
Oh, it's all good, yeah.
And I made it a little bit pregnant, and I think something's sticking out from the end. So, from the middle.
It's all good.
You know, we're just going to go with it. So, yeah. So, thank you so much, Keegan, for hanging out with us. We just all heard your song. That song, like, won awards last year, right?
Yeah, we won the Manitoba Loud Single of the Year. And then it also won
Album of the Year.
Album of the Year. We won Band of the Year and our
Metal
drummer.
Band of the Year.
Yeah, all right. Metal Band of the Year. Sorry.
Well, because is it two, right?
There's Punk Band of the Year.
Okay,
there's Rock Band of the Year. There's
Okay.
Cover Band of the Year. Hardcore Band.
Okay.
Yeah, etc.
Yeah.
And our drummer won Drummer of the Year. He co-won it with Marjolaine from
the Castangs.
The Castangs.
Castangs.
The Castangs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing drummer and amazing band. So that was pretty cool. They like tied it up there with the co-win.
That's amazing.
It's incredible.
Just left with like a whole bunch of shit ton of awards. You had to blow somebody for that.
So you guys are nominated for a bunch of awards this year as well.
Yeah.
What type of awards are you guys nominated for?
This year, so I'm nominated for Performer of the Year, Vocalist of the Year, and Guitarist of the Year. Bass player Mike is nominated for Bassist of the Year. Jamie is nominated again for Drummer of the Year. And we're also nominated for Metal Band of the Year. So.
That's incredible.
That's incredible. Great job.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I love it. Like it's a cool thing. It's kind of nice just looking at that website and see it's like a digital magazine of all the artists in town, kind of, right?
For sure.
I don't know. It's just for fun, right? And if we happen to win, then sweet. But honestly, last year was just such a great time. Did you guys make it to the award show last year?
We didn't, no.
Okay, but it was just like, all my friends. I was like, it's all the weird kids in one place kind of thing, right? So, yeah.
We're excited to be co-hosting
super stoked
it
to be a part of it
this year. Yeah, so we're so excited to meet everybody. I feel like we've had a lot of the people on our sesh, but
Dag.
Dag, and there's a few. Yeah, Jerry's been on the show, so I feel like we're gonna know a lot of people there.
Yeah,
but I'm so excited to meet everybody else. So we're looking forward to it. Hopefully, you guys get to perform. I feel like you should.
We applied to perform, but we'll see. We'll see who gets it. Like,
I feel like if you won that many awards last year, it should just be a shoe-in.
Well, you could always suggest it, I suppose.
Well,
but,
we'll message Dag. We're like, hey, Dag.
Hey, Rick.
There's so much amazing talent in town. Like, I wouldn't be
Winnipeg, Manitoba, even Manitoba in general. Like, there's so
Winnipeg,
many.
Manitoba.
Or I didn't mean Winnipeg, Manitoba. I meant both, right? Like either or. We have so much musical talent that comes out of Winnipeg or Manitoba. Specifically Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Speaking of, actually,
I'm okay. I'm gonna smoke this thing.
Sure. So for our band, we're kind of both the Winnipeg and Manitoba. So Carson.
So you're from Brandon, right?
I'm from a small town called Glenora originally.
Oh.
Like I grew up on a little quarter section of land 2 miles west of Glenora. It's a town. It's maybe a hamlet per se of 40 people or something.
Wow.
It's my favorite place on earth. It's great. It's 2.5 hours southwest of Winnipeg.
Okay.
And then I went to school in the town of Balder, which is maybe 400 people or something there.
Have I never heard of these towns? Maybe because there's 40 people there?
I find it seems like, if you're from the country, you maybe have your little section of the country and all the little towns.
Yeah.
But then if I go to eastern Manitoba, it's all
You have no
all
idea. Yeah.
different ones, but
yeah.
but I did live in Brandon for 8 years after high school.
Okay.
And had a couple of bands in Brandon and went to university there and such. And yeah, so
I apologize for getting that wrong in your little write-up.
oh,
there.
don't worry. I thought about like messaging you to correct to whatever
Totally, I
say it.
will
I'm like,
correct
oh
that.
man. Like, but I was like, oh,
Yo,
they don't-
stoners.
I was like, they don't even know me. They'll sound pretentious if I do that.
No,
No,
I
no.
try not to ask our guests because like I don't want them to tell me too much.
Yeah.
So I try to research and I try to figure things out for myself. So I've definitely had guests be like, you totally fucked up on that. Like,
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I
am I
was from
fixing that? Yeah.
I was from Brandon. Like,
Yeah, okay.
And technically, I was born at the Brandon Hospital. So
Okay, so that
I guess you were
counts.
right.
I was right. Oh, it's my brother doing that.
What's
you can
that?
I recorded my brother's voice.
Really?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
actually plays.
He goes,
Holy-
"Wow, wow, wow." We don't hear it, but they hear it. And it's loud. So
All the
they're
re-
probably like,
Yeah. That's my brother Brady.
Oh,
Shout out to my
man,
brother
I love
Brady.
that.
Carson Penner says, "Hi, Keegan,
Hey, that's our sweet second guitar player, and he
Eden,
played.
and Cars."
Yeah, they're some of my best friends. So I was about to say, yeah, we're kind of like a pan Manitoba band. Carson, the second guitar player and vocalist, and like drummer on our last album. He lives in outside of Oak Lake, Manitoba,
Okay.
which is maybe half an hour west of Brandon. And then our
We
drummer.
need to travel more.
I feel like we need to travel Manitoba.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there's so many good spots to check out in Manitoba. And then our drummer Jamie, he lives in Selkirk. I believe
Okay.
originally he's from the Lac du Bonnie area.
Okay.
And so yeah, then Mike, the bass player, and I, we both live in Winnipeg now. But Mike also grew up on a farm like a bit north of Winnipeg, and apparently was like a rodeo kid and like.
What?
He's
That's dope.
Yeah, he's actually quite a badass.
Because I've seen
like-
him. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
Well, you've seen the beards, right? He's got
Yeah.
a lot of power.
I feel like all of you kind of grew up on farms.
Yeah.
Just farm
So
kids
what-
starting a heavy metal
Yeah,
band.
like what? Like how did you get into metal? Being a farm kid. Well, I guess like farm kids are not like that, but
Yeah, I don't know. I was a bit of an outsider, I felt
Okay.
like. And like the in crowd were all about their country music and whatever a bit, and I was like, F that back at the
Fuck
time.
that.
And
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't know, and you start with your Limp Biscuits and
For
corn
sure.
and whatever.
Take it all
and-
for the nookie.
yeah.
Yes,
But,
absolutely.
you know, but now I do quite appreciate like bluegrass and like
Yeah.
bluegrass.
the kind of country music where they really shred
Real
a banjo
country.
or
Yeah.
something.
Devil Makes Three. Have you ever
Real
heard that band?
country.
I
Devil
don't-
Makes Three.
I don't think I have.
It's like bluegrass. It's I gotta play you some after. It's dope. You'll be if you're into bluegrass and that kind of like you'll love it. Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds cool.
I think
Yeah.
there's
Number
real country
seven's
and
my
not real country.
Favorite song. Yeah. You know what? Like I grew up listening to like Shania Twain and like Garth
Ugh,
Brooks.
that's not real.
Right? I get now it's
To
not
me.
real. Saw Shania
me.
Twain one time at St. Vital. Total cunt.
Oh,
So
really?
it made me like not like her anymore. I was like 13, right? She
Oh,
was in
wow.
Winnipeg for something and whatever. And there was like I get it. There was a lot of people.
Can I have
But
something
I was
good
like,
in
I
here?
just wanted to, you know, get her autograph, and she was like, no.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, all right.
What's with that?
Oh,
Oh
sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's all good.
Just skipping you.
It's
Yeah,
all
sorry,
good.
Keegan.
She's used to our last week's guest.
Oh
So
yeah.
so RamsKull started in 2017.
I joined in 2017. I believe the band started in 2015.
Okay.
So that was our original band member Shane Fletcher, rest in peace.
Aw.
He started it with Mike Dearman,
Okay.
our bass player buddy, and yeah, they had been in a band called 16 Eyes for I think like close to 10 years before that, and put out like 3
Wow.
phenomenal albums before they started RamsKull.
Okay.
And yeah, so their first drummer in RamsKull didn't work out, and then they recruited my friend Carson to play the drums, and then they were like, well, we should maybe see about getting a second guitar player, and Carson was like, oh, well, Keegan just moved to Winnipeg, like he could. Why don't we try him out? So here I am.
Yeah, that's our
Oh,
shirt.
I meant that way. I guess.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
all
Merch.
good.
Merch. Where can people get merch?
You can just message us up. We don't have like a formal website or anything, but yeah, there you go.
Check
this
them
is
on
the RamsKull site.
Instagram.
Yeah, we it's basically just at my house in our whatever container box is. I hope I didn't let it go out.
That's okay.
Um,
Like I already did the last one, so.
Oh, you're still sorry.
But yeah, I just got a bunch of it at my place, so you can send a message to, you know, one of the like the band's Instagram or Facebook, or me personally or whatever. If you live in Winnipeg or like Brandon area or Selkirk, then you can either arrange for pickups or drop-offs. And I've also, you know, mailed merch out to people too in other parts of the country. I think that the rates have gone up kind of shittily. I think it
So
costs
stupid.
it's like at least $20 to mail a hoodie to somebody in Nanaimo, I know.
Wow.
Maybe more.
Can you get that like flat rate box?
Well, that's what I did, yeah.
And try to
Like,
shove shit in there.
yeah, you pretty much
You know what we did that was so stupid? We decided that coffee mugs was going to be a great merch idea. You know how
Absurd
expensive
idea.
Do you
it
have
is?
them? Do you have any more?
No,
Oh.
but we have like one or two like that we use
I
that
keep
we
my
kept for
word.
ourselves. Yeah. But then realizing how expensive it is to ship out coffee mugs because you
Oh,
have to
the
have
weight.
it in like the weight and like the shape
Yeah.
of it. So they charge you like $25 anyway. You're like, wow, I just sold this coffee cup for $10 and now I have to pay $25 for shipping. So I just lost money.
I feel like even like 2 or 3 years ago, I mailed something by one of those boxes, and it was, I don't know, $15 or something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
What is the world? What is this country coming to? What is the world coming to?
Inflation,
world, for
it's
sure.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What up, Don Julio? Don
Juanito.
Don Juanito. Okay, look how dope these are. I'm
Oh,
throwing them.
Did I? Oh, I forgot to add the can of scoops.
Oh no.
I like saved it to our computer. I made the freaking pop up, and then I forgot to add it. I feel like such a dick.
It's okay, we can do it next week. We're
Yeah.
gonna be using these forever.
Can of scooping, guys. Can of scooping.
Canna scoop. Okay. Charlie, so super dope.
Charlie's a sweetheart.
Made us canna scoops with like our faces
Oh, wow.
and logos on them.
Amazing.
So this is what it sounds like. It scoops your canna. So when you have it on, you just, you know, scoop it
So
up.
like to
put it in
roll
the-
joints, you can like scoop
that's
and
nice.
stuff. It actually like helps
Oh,
clean
shit.
grinders.
Oh.
So you know, like when it like the edges and stuff, like it'll get into the edges of the grinder
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. And yeah, like
So thank you so much, Canna
Yeah.
Scoop. So
it's
so
easy
dope.
to pack a bowl.
You don't have to get in there with the haggard old toothbrush or whatever to get it out.
Right? Yeah.
Like, this is a sophisticated way to do it.
Yeah, yeah. So can of scoops, everyone.
Oh look,
Locally,
RamsKull.
local brand.
RamsKull's already on there. Sick mug.
Hell
Keith.
yeah, thanks for that. Somebody said it. I carefully wrapped it in a towel and put it in my backpack for the bike ride over. So.
What's the significance of the mug? Is it just like a real special mug?
Oh,
to
that's
you,
like the
or-
Lego skull.
Okay.
Like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the old
nice.
Lego skulls or whatever
Okay,
for like
that's
the Lego
dope.
skeleton. I've been on a big Lego kick the last couple of years when I was like, I think I could afford it now at this point in my life. And like, I was
Do you
always
build
like,
like the big crazy shit?
the ones I can afford.
Oh.
I
My-
just did this like pretty cool Lego Viking village I completed recently, and then bought this like light up kit, so I got these like little LED lights in it, and yeah, it's like
Buddy.
going
That's
hard on
I
that
love
hobby
that
again.
you're a
Again.
heavy metal singer and you're like, what do you do for fun? I build Lego.
Yeah, when I can afford it.
It's the best. Buddy, Lego is expensive. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
but I won't settle for anything less than Lego. I won't go for those cheap sets. No, sir. No, man.
Buddy, that's dope.
I don't know. So like one a year at tax rebate time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like your
for
treat to
sure.
yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
buddy.
I did try weed in this.
Sure. So it's a vape.
It's a flower vape.
Oh.
It's a mighty.
It's called
Wow.
a Mighty. So it's a Stores and Bickle product, and it's incredible.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So like super flavorful. Like you taste the weed.
Yeah, that's rad.
It goes in brown or it goes in green, comes out brown. So like it, you know, no combustion or anything like that.
That's
so it just
killer.
burns off like all the terps and medicine, like all
Yeah.
the good stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe this is a bad thing to say, but like, with our buddy I used to have as a roommate, he had a volcano vape, and I would take that.
Same brand.
That's
I
what
would
it
take
is,
that
yeah.
stuff and I would like roll it up with my joints of like the store bought weed, so I could roll a great big joint, and then it would
Yeah.
kind of be like
It's like
filler.
trying
and-
to cut blow. And you're like, let me just throw in some shit.
Well, I wasn't-
Tylenol.
I wasn't
Decarb
selling it for
weed.
nothing,
Yeah.
but- yeah,
You
just
gotta spread it. Yeah, buddy.
yeah.
You do what you gotta do, you know?
just like enjoy it twice or something.
Yeah, for sure. You can actually like use this stuff that comes out of here for edibles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it would still have
'Cause it's,
like,
like,
some
decarbed.
cannabinoids or.
Well, it's decarbed, like it's just like you would decarb the cannabis in the oven before you used it for edibles.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So yeah.
I have much to learn.
That's all right. Keegan just came to smoke weed with us.
Yeah, totally,
Yeah.
totally. We're not pros either on
Teach
on
me, sensei.
baking cannabis. Hey, we're happy to. You teach us how to sing like you do, and we'll teach you all things.
Buddy,
Candace.
how did you even discover that you could sing like that?
Oh, I didn't
Did you go to
discover.
lessons?
I
Or
could,
like, what made you just be like, I'm just gonna attempt it one day?
yeah. So I started playing guitar when I was 14, and yeah, I got really obsessed with that after about the first year of taking lessons. Like, I'll admit, the first year of taking guitar lessons, it really felt like work and not enjoyable. But one day, something just clicked, and I was able to play "Smells Like Teen Spirit" the right way finally. And I
just
was like,
listened to that today.
"Oh, did you? Oh, wow, fate." So, so I got obsessed with guitar and like really hard on guitar, really obsessed. And I was like, well, I want to be able to sing too, and I don't want to just be able to sing. I want to be able to sing good. Like I was super self-conscious or whatever as a teenager. And so I actually started taking vocal lessons from a lady named Karen Gillis.
Okay.
And it was pretty cool. She, I don't know what part of the country she's from, but she married a really cool guy named Brent Gillis, whose farm happened to be like 5 miles away from our house out in the boonies there.
Amazing.
And yeah, and she had a degree in, music theory from the U of M, and she was raising a family and whatever, and like working the farm life, but like occasionally she'd have like a week or two where she'd be doing an opera in Winnipeg or something. So a very amazing singer.
Wow.
So yeah, she really got me like doing the singing. What do you? I'm good for now, thanks. But like the beginning stuff, right? Like so she really got me onto like singing my scales, like doing all.
Do, re, mi, fa.
Yeah. Well, just like you'd have like a carrying scale that'd be like but what you want to start out with is like something to really isolate the air, kind of like at the top of your palate or like at the front of your lips. So what she would get me to do is a super embarrassing exercise where I'd like sing it through my lips like a duck almost, like so I'd be going like.
That was my voice lesson.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It was trilling.
Trill? Oh, that's what that's called?
That's what she called it. She was like, it's trilling. So either you go like I can't do it anymore, but then
Because you
I
stopped
couldn't-
doing your exercises, Cupcake.
Well, no, I can't. I couldn't after it pierced my tongue when I was like
Oh,
18.
yeah.
I can't trill anymore, like like with the tongue.
Okay.
So now it's like with the lips. That's also trilling.
Yeah, so then another one you can do that's similar, but maybe like a little less embarrassing is like to do like Z noises, like zzz,
Okay.
and that like the main idea is to like open up your diaphragm and get your lungs like fully getting in their air. So then it's almost kind of like a set of bagpipes or an accordion,
Sure,
where you're
yeah.
not like going in and out and like taking all your air at once, but you're kind of like floating on the bit of air you have.
Yeah.
So that's like the first, how you start out. I'd say before you even try to do any growling at all. And honestly, like I didn't do any of that stuff today, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to
For
quite
sure.
nail it. Like
For sure.
I honestly start preparing for our shows like a good couple days in advance
Oh,
of my
wow.
vocal warm ups. So yeah, and honestly, I got most of what I know from about like growls from the Zen of Screaming DVDs by Melissa Cross. Yeah, they're amazing. If you have a chance to check them out, it's a really cool time capsule of like the 2000s.
Yeah.
They got like the singer of like Lamb of God and a bunch of other
No way.
like Randy Blythe and a bunch of other cool people on there. So then anyway, yeah, for the growl part. So I'd say like you get you do your nerdy vocal warm-ups, sing your scales, do all that good stuff. Like there's all kinds of exercises you can do just to get warmed up. And then once you have that warmed up, then you start to make your your fry noise. And what you're basically doing is when you're growling is you're sustaining air coming out through your vocal cords, but you're actually kind of pushing your vocal cords together. So it's making a passive wall that the vocals come through. So you start out by trying to like obscure that sound, and so you want to make a sound almost like Marge Simpson when she goes like, or like on The Shining where the kid's like red rum.
Okay.
So you kind of isolate that noise like, and then you kind of build off it. So you go like. And then usually,
Buddy, we're gonna learn how to do this.
Yes, I know. I need to learn. I need to learn.
Then usually I cough once, and then after that I'm like, okay, now it's a lot better. But yeah, like I said, I pretty much just like showered and biked over here after work and haven't done any of these vocal warm-ups.
Yeah. Sorry to put you on the spot. We're like,
Oh, it's
Yeah,
okay.
totally
Yeah, no,
understandable.
no.
Understandable.
Yeah.
But like, thank you for.
We've
yeah.
heard your
Yeah, I was
music.
like
Yeah.
thinking in my head, oh, I could go on for hours about this. I don't want to. But yeah,
I'm
that's-
so intrigued. Yeah, I can listen for hours. For
Yeah,
sure.
so we got a couple shows coming up next week, so I really got to start like building that up now.
Where are
Like,
your shows?
Yeah.
we are playing. Now I
I
actually
love
wrote.
this. You were so prepared.
I wrote down
Keegan.
notes
First
because.
person ever.
Yeah, well, I was like, I'm gonna be a spaz up there. I'm not gonna remember like these dates or even especially like the bands we're playing with and stuff. So next week we are playing Portage La Prairie. Whoop whoop.
Portage La Prairie. Let's
Yeah.
go Portage.
So it's gonna be July 11th, Thursday, July 11th, at the Masonic Hall on 50 Tupper Street South. So the show starts at 6. Bands are on at 7. We were supposed to play at 8. There was talk of us maybe starting the show, but so anyway, either way, you should come, at 7 if you're in Portage for the start
For
of
sure.
the bands. It's $20 at the door, 15 in advance, and I haven't looked into this charity, but apparently there's going to be a charity called Reaching Home that's going to be running a donation drive. So anyway, it's an all ages show. So as far as bands go, our awesome friends Indigo are going to be playing it. Yeah, then I should mention it's the Spectre Armageddon Summer Tour with the band
no
Spectre.
way.
You guys
Yeah.
know Spectre?
Yeah. They also
Yeah.
played Red Tie Live.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're awesome.
Yeah.
I love their showmanship and yeah, it's a kick-ass band. Played a lot of shows with Doug, the guitarist,
Okay.
Dr. Doug from
See
his
the
old
guy with the
band.
long hair?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
he's always
yeah.
like running around the whole place and stuff. Yeah, that's great. He's always
Who
done
does
that.
like custom pants?
His custom pants.
Custom
Yeah.
pants. Yeah, he does
Custom
do his pants on the
pants,
Red Tie
Yeah,
Live. Yeah.
it's pretty rad. And then closing the show is the band Pulling Pud, who I have not seen before, but
Okay.
they gotta
What
be
is it? Pulling
Pulling Pud.
Pud.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
Pulling Pud.
oh, you know
it's,
it is.
It's a thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's a thing, right?
Pulling-
That we shouldn't Google later.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, yeah,
I wouldn't
I-
Google it.
That's a
yeah.
good point.
I
mean,
feel like it's one of those
I
things.
guess on the one hand, people Googling them might find the wrong thing. But what if people Googling Pulling Pud find them?
Truth.
Right? So
Whole
maybe
new
it's
fan base there. Yeah.
And then so we're doing like a double header where on Friday, July 12th, so exactly a week from now, I guess.
Okay.
We are going to be also playing on the Spectre Armageddon tour at the Bulldog Event Center in
yeah.
Winnipeg.
No way. That's Friday?
Yes, next Friday. The current order of bands is going to be Evil Peace at 9. I've seen them play before at the Osborne Tap House, and they were an
Okay.
awesome band. So I'm looking forward to playing with them. The band Orders from No One. At first I thought it was Orders from Number One, but maybe it's almost like our band where it's like
Yeah, because you don't know.
a double entendre or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And then we're on at 11. The Skull is on at 11. And then Spectre plays at 12. So, yeah, if you're in Winnipeg, like, come on out. It's going to be great.
Dope.
It's going to be
Super fun.
summer
Yeah.
show vibes. Like, yeah. And also, that Reaching Home charity is also going to be doing a donation thing there, too. I feel bad. I should have looked into more of what that was, but
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
we'll
For
figure
sure.
it out,
Whatever
yeah.
it is, it's charity. So
Yeah.
that's something good.
So it's for a good
Yeah.
cause.
Yeah.
So you need
So
to go.
that's dope. Good job, Keegan. You nailed that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And then I should also mention, too, super exciting, so our big prize for winning Metal Band of the Year last year is we are going to be playing Loud as Hell Festival in Drumheller, Alberta, the dinosaur
No
town.
way.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's the biggest metal festival in Western Canada, I believe.
That's
So,
amazing.
so we were playing Sunday, August 4th, sometime around midday. I'm not exactly sure what time. And then, our homies Tyrant's Demise and Book of Ghosts from Winnipeg are also playing
Booker
it. So,
Ghost is dope.
oh, they're great. Yeah,
Super dope.
really cool
Yeah.
guys for sure.
Yeah, we had the guitarist on.
Oh, did
Booker
you?
Ghosts.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
He was our.
man, I should look up that episode. Yeah,
You should.
Yeah, that's sweet. Maybe I don't know. I've seen a few of the episodes, but or listened and or seen them.
Yeah, you
Should-
should.
Bad girl.
Sorry.
That's Matt Petrie.
Yeah.
However you say it. Yeah.
He's super dope.
So my
Yeah.
drink just
Yeah,
splashed my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's an amazing guitar guitar player. I'm like, did he talk about his rig or anything? Check that out, yeah.
Carson, long live the skull.
Long live the skull.
Yeah. Don Juanito says you don't want to attract people that are out there looking for pud pulling.
Or do you? I don't know.
Ambinator, what's up?
Hey, Ambinator. Also,
hey, what's
Dawn.
up, Ambinator? Woo!
Dawn is saying that like the black box name with the arborist looks like a real shifty business card. Well, I made it. You know, like he's from RamsKull. I didn't want to like promote his business.
Arborist, yeah.
Because I don't know
Oh, yeah, you
that
cut down trees and shit.
Yeah, so like that's your day job.
It is, yeah. I was doing it
I'm
today.
You
not-
climb
yeah.
trees and you cut them down?
I cut down trees. I see a
Buddy,
bend.
that's
So is that what you
that
went to
was-
university for? Because like you're like a certified legit.
Yeah, yes and no.
Arborist.
No.
No.
I guess I did take an online course through the U of M, their arborist course. I went to Brown University for my environmental science degree, which I'd say now pertains to my field of. I mean, yeah, it totally pertains to being an arborist.
For sure.
It's like I didn't really know what I was like.
When it's like raining outside and sunny.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I didn't like imagine I was gonna be an arborist when I started doing that program. I think I remember as a kid being like, oh, I want to be a lumberjack, and my parents were like, well, you have to climb up the trees and
Are
like
you
top
scared
them
of
and stuff.
heights?
And I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna say I'm not really too scared of heights as long as I feel secure and safely tied in.
So when you're okay, this is what I don't understand. So when you get up to like the top of like, what's the biggest tree you've ever like climbed? Like how high up in the sky were you?
90 feet or 100 feet,
Okay,
like
see,
on a
that's
cottonwood,
scary.
I'd say.
Yeah. So what are you strapped into?
So
Like
I wear
the tree?
Yeah, so I wear a harness, and you have your main rope, which you try to put as high up in the tree as possible. What we often do for that is you.
So you gotta throw a rope into the tree?
Well, you take a little beanbag thing, essentially a throw bag, it's called, and you tie like it's pretty much like a little. It's not quite a fishing line, although it seemed like the same stuff they used for like crab traps when I was in PC last year. But you basically take like a little fishing line with that, and you throw that up into the tree, just like your little line. Or sometimes I use what's called the big shot, which is kind of like a big slingshot sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you shoot that up into the tree. You look for a nice, wide, good-looking crotch up there in the tree. That doesn't have any included bark
Something
or whatever.
that's not
A nice
gonna snap
a
when
nice
you're-
open one, yeah. And and you can judge. You try to take a look at the whole tree first before you go up to make sure you aren't like going up a rotten limb or whatever. Like look at the base of the tree, and then you get that line up in there and isolate it to the where you want to basically climb up, and then you tie your actual climbing rope onto that fishing line and then pull that up into the tree, and then you wear a harness and you have like a prusik, like a thing that basically when you like pull the rope through it, it like stays in place. But when you like pull on the top of it, it'll let some rope through. And that's how you get up into the tree.
Buddy. Keegan, that's scary shit. I can't imagine being in like no.
I'd love to watch you do it, but like I would never do it.
It took me a while to get like comfortable with it. It's my 8th year climbing. My first year, I still remember like being out there and be like, whoa.
Plus, you have a chainsaw.
Yeah, that's
so you
right.
also like while you're
Heavy
trying to like
metal, yeah.
tie your own life into a tree and throw beanbags over and hope the fishing wire holds you. You got just like a huge ass.
That's the way you say that.
Right?
Yeah, the fish.
Just, like...
No, it's a legit rope. It'll hold like I think it's rated for 7,000 pounds or something, or like.
Yeah, you're golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have your secondary rope, your lanyard rope, which so anytime you're cutting, like even with a hand saw, you make sure you're tied in twice. So if you cut one of your ropes, then the other one will grab you. And sometimes like
Double
if,
rope
Pre-plan
system
for that shit.
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes I'll just like if I'm cutting the tree down, I'll put on spurs and then just use the lanyard rope and like basically dig these spikes into the tree and like spike up like that. Sort of like Mulan when she's climbing the thing on Mulan. I watched that not too long ago.
Okay.
It's random.
Never seen it.
I love that
No? Oh,
RamsKull
man.
says he's our very own tree Viking.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Tree
for
Viking.
sure.
100%. Yeah. He's Icelandic, so he's definitely a Viking.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna be high up in the
I get
trees,
it. I
that's
get
all.
it. friend that's from Gimli.
Oh, nice, yeah.
She's Icelandic, yeah.
Yeah.
Carson says he's being modest. He limbs by hand on the way up.
It's nuts. Okay, so like I didn't even notice. I was, creating all of these things for the show tonight, like, and the thumbnail and whatever. And so I was like removing backgrounds on some of the photos you sent me. And then it wasn't until I zoomed in on the picture you sent me of you in the tree that I realized you have your guitar in your hands. And I was like, what? Like, I wish it would have worked out that, like, I could have used that photo for...
Oh, whatever,
I just, but it's a great photo, so I'll probably post that tomorrow with her,
Chainsaw and a guitar, just like...
No, I didn't see the chainsaw.
No,
like,
it was
just fun. I was like, what?
Yeah,
we have a guitar.
Yeah, basically, I had this place on Furby Street I used to rent, and there was a really nice elm tree in the back, so we would just do recreational climbs on it. And I figured out how to like put some good slings and things on it. So and like
slings and things. I like that.
Yeah, so basically have my guitar strapped in so it wouldn't like fall out or whatever. And I have this like little battery powered amp I got when I was 16 that's super dope and like has good distortion and stuff on it. So yeah, I just brought that up in the tree and just rocked out.
It's amazing.
I feel kind of silly that I didn't have my helmet on in the picture, but I was like triple tied in, and I had the helmet like tied to the back of me, so for going up and down or whatever.
Just trying to look like a badass, and you're like, but that's not safety.
Well, did somebody mention that
somebody
you were wearing
say
your
something?
helmet?
No, but us arborists, like you go on the website, and I agree, like you should have a helmet on at all times when you're doing climbing or whatever tree work and stuff. I was just gonna say that about that picture. Like for going up and down, I had it, and I was like, well. Other than like meteors and stuff, I should be pretty safe up here for my head, I guess. But
did you say meteor?
Yeah. In like case a meteor hits me or something, but that could happen anywhere.
Yeah, really enjoyed that photo.
I don't know why this reminded me of this. I learned this a few days ago. Giraffes 30 times more likely to get struck by lightning than humans.
Giraffes.
Yeah. Well, their necks are so fucking long.
So
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, right?
Yeah. I don't know why that made me think of that.
Do you know you can go to like giraffe Airbnbs and stuff places?
Yeah, I want to do that.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
You
I
can
have
feed
like
giraffes
mild
and
COPD, so I prefer to use like a medical kind of device.
Right. Yeah, it'd be a lot less harsh for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Carson goes, dude's like 250 and moves through a tree like a
240.
goddamn ballerina.
Sorry, what was that about the giraffe Airbnbs?
Okay, so like there's these like places you can go.
SADD.
And like you can stay in these places where you can have breakfast with giraffes and stuff and like it's actually like high up, so like you're eating breakfast high up, so like you're literally their face level. And you can like feed them and shit, and they come and like join you for breakfast.
I just imagine them with like with a British accent, like good day. What a fine day.
And they're always stoned. They look like
have a bite of your
croissant. Yeah, literally. And they're just like the way they move. They're like slower, and they're like eyes. You're like, you're stoned.
Yeah,
that's my spirit. That's our spirit animals right there, buddy.
That's your spirit animal.
I wonder if it's like,
tall.
I wonder if it's those trees they eat. Maybe they have some kind of stuff in them. I can't remember what they're called, but yeah.
Fucking panda. What is it? Pandas? No, or somebody. An animal eats a leaf because it makes them stoned or feel like they're drunk or stoned. One of the two. I think it's a panda bear.
Somebody's saying they have never heard of RamsKull. So, got any recommended listing?
So at the start of the episode, it was our song "Escape." It's a great song. I mean, yeah. How do I pick a song from the whole calendar or the whole whatchamacallit? The song "Age of Storms" is pretty rad. I played some violin at the end of that one. Just a boss song. And we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube Music, all the streaming platforms. I think I can't remember what it's called. I think it's DistroKid or something.
Okay.
It's like this company where we just pay them a bit of money and they put us on like every streaming platform. So so it's nice you can find us anywhere out there and
nice.
Do us a favor and listen to us, a literal million times, and maybe we'll make $10, right? So, but anyway, we want to get the music out there. Like, it's amazing when, like, occasionally we'll hear people be like, "Oh, I love that song" or whatever. I'm like, "You like our song?" Like, holy shit.
Okay, yeah. So speaking of that, like, who writes the music?
So most of the songs off our last album were written by our late bandmate. Shane Fletcher, who sadly died in the year 2020, November 2020. Yeah, he lost his battle mental health, and
Shit.
you know, sadly we lost a lot of friends in our scene that way, and well, just friends in general.
For sure.
You know, just we gotta say, like, hit me up if anybody's feeling blue out there. Like we all feel that black dog of depression sometimes, right? And
reach out. You do matter.
Life's better with you in it.
Yeah,
For real.
100%. Yeah,
for sure. It'd be a shit life. It'd be a shit world without you in it.
yes.
So please stick around.
Yeah.
But he was a phenomenal songwriter. He's, you know, significantly older than I was and been playing longer, so I felt like I learned a lot from him. And so honestly, now we're kind of working on RamsKull. I don't know if calling it RamsKull 2.0 is like whatever, but yeah, working on, you know, songs for a new album.
Yeah.
Kind of in the early stages of it, but yeah, we have this song called Low Road, which is just ripping. It's great. Yeah.
That's dope.
It's gonna be so good. I mean, that one actually was written by Shane too. It was like one that had been proposed years ago. But yeah, I think we're each gonna pretty much contribute a song or two, and
Yeah.
I think
that's amazing though, because like you carry on his memory like that, right? And
yeah.
it's
Well,
like,
we just
it's
love those.
so special.
Love the songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when I joined the band, I was like, this is exactly what I was looking for. Like, I like a good metal band that, you know, experimental. I like the mix of like the clean vocals and like the death metal growls, and I got to play violin on those albums.
We like literally at one point of the song, I was like, "Oh, buddy," it just went straight into like a lullaby, and like it was giving. Like I really liked it. Yeah,
it's like no soundscape will be unexplored.
Yeah. So like speaking of violin as well, do you play any other instruments?
Yeah, I dabble quite a bit. So guitar, I mean, is the one I'm best at, I suppose. But especially during the pandemic, I started picking up more folky instruments. I actually played violin from when I was 5 to 8 years old.
Okay.
But then decided it wasn't very cool, and I was bored of it and wanted to play video games. I was like, well, this isn't cool. Like, Uncle Joey on Full House plays guitar. Like, that's the cool instrument. And I was just like, I just want to play video games. And so I would actually, like, hide my violin. So then I'd be like, oh, well, guess I can't practice today, Mom. And, like, and it's really sad because if I had kept up with that till the time I picked up music again, I'm like, imagine how much better I'd be. But I did maintain a lot of those, just the basic skills or whatever, like how to do count timing and, you know, and just have rhythm and stuff, I guess. So
like music theory too, right?
Yeah. I forgot my music theory, but I used to be able to read it, and I'm just like, wow.
You know what's so funny is that my friend had we had this deal where I did dreadlocks on him, and he was going to teach me how to play bass guitar. I was like in grade 10. Okay, so like buy this like bass guitar and the amp and stuff. You know what he teaches me how to play? Sweet Home Alabama and the White Stripes. White Stripes. I'm all baked right now. Mushrooms are kicking in a little bit. Yeah. He only taught me how to play 2 songs. He's like, that way you can just like jam with us. And I was like, man, but you didn't actually teach me anything. I know how to play two.
You could still, could you play them though? You could play those songs?
I'm sure if I like tried. It's been a long time. I'm almost fucking 40.
Kind of taught like the how but not the why of what you're playing, I suppose, right? Like just be like, play this fret here and play this one here.
Right? Yeah, like
there,
this is where your fingers go. Because I'm great with that, right? It's just like you're like memorizing a pattern. So it's like you get to know the pattern, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what a lot of my guitar playing is. Like I you know, I have my scale patterns. I think about, okay, I'm playing in the key of, you know, B minor or something, but I'm not really, and I'm like, oh, when I play this one, this is like the devil note right here. I'm like, here's another devil note. You know, that's why I think of it in my head. I'm like, here's like the sad somber notes. Like, so I'm.
Wasn't there like every cow eats green grass or something, or like every good boy deserves cookies,
deserves fudge,
fudge.
So for like the 4 notes or whatever on like a thing.
Yeah, on like a sheet of music. There's there's a saying to them.
I think it's face one way, isn't it? Or
maybe.
I don't know. Need to.
I feel like every good boy
I feel like
deserves fudge.
I think like
something
like
about cows eat green grass.
Something,
or like
it sounds familiar. I played piano.
Oh, nice.
I was but I hated it. I was forced into it. Like my Opa always wanted me to play piano. So when he passed away, my Oma was like, she has to play piano for Opa. and bought me a piano and put me in lessons when I was 5 years old. And I was just
man.
I don't like this. And yeah.
That's tough, hey?
And then I was forced to play for people when they came over.
That's
And I hated it. And then I had to do recitals and stuff, and I freaking hated it. And yeah, so I wish now, obviously, that I would have liked it, but I just didn't.
You're absolutely not.
I just did not. Now I wish I knew how to do it.
Parenting's hard. Like, how do you? I don't know. You want your kids to whatever, but
Not be
if they're not.
assholes.
Well, that
No,
too,
and
but
I get it,
for having those.
Yeah,
Hobbies
I was just
and things.
5,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was a little too early.
Just wanted to see if you would. Yeah. Maybe.
But
you
I get
should
it.
have
I
interest
100%
in it.
understand, you know? Yeah, if I could play a piano for Opa.
Are you German? Since you brought that up earlier.
We're both
Sorry.
German.
Yes.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Smooth and talk.
Yeah, I am.
She was trying to teach me German. I don't know how to speak German at all, but I look German, and my last name is very German, but I can't roll. I had a speech impediment growing up, so
Yeah, I
I
can do
couldn't say
that, but I
R's, I
can't
couldn't do any of
spell.
that. So
At
trying to
all.
learn a different language like that, no, absolutely not. I sound ridiculous.
But we're Mennonite Germans from Brazil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So they came from Germany to Brazil to Manitoba.
Well, so going way
I'm
way
the
back,
not as nice
actually,
German.
I was talking to my Oma about this earlier. It's her 80th birthday tomorrow, so
Happy birthday!
shout out to Oma, happy
out
birthday,
to-
Oma.
Shout out to
This
Oma.
is the year that I'm half her age, so she was my age when I was born.
Oh,
Crazy.
yeah.
She was Anyway, so originally, if you go way 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 back, we're from Siberia.
Really?
What?
Yeah, my Oma's family was back in Siberia.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's super traced back, but
That's
then
crazy.
came to Germany, and
well, and then I guess kind of Russia, then
that's almost close to
and then
Alaska,
Brazil, and yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. My Oma was born in Brazil, and my mom was. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's cool. You know, it's
Yeah.
funny. In Icelandic, it's Amma and Avi instead of Oma.
Oh,
and
really?
Opa. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I remember. I used to change it for people, or say, "Oh, my grandma or grandpa," just to fit in. And then I had some Mennonite friends that they would be like, "Oh, my Oma this and Opa that." I'm like, I'm gonna own that. You know, people can just learn a new word. Right? We will enrich people's lives with our culture.
Yeah, Mennonite Omas are the freaking best. The shit they make, she's
It's made
teaching
with
me.
love.
She's teaching me how to make all this stuff now, because she's getting older, so we have to
Aw.
pass it all down. So I'm learning how to make pishji, and yeah, we're gonna do bletatoat and all these different. Yeah, I need to do all hookah. Dan, I need to learn how to do a lot of things. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I need to get on learning some of those recipes too.
I learned how to make
you
pierogies.
have to
That was
pass
the-
it down, right?
Yeah, that was the only thing I learned from my nana, my dad's grandma, and she was Romanian, so she taught me how to make pierogies. It's the only thing I can make from scratch. Everything else, I'm a horrible cook.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I don't know if you gotta specialize in one thing. then
Yeah,
pierogies
I
are-
can make some fucking
Yeah.
killer. So around Christmas time, I always make pierogies.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my auntie Nadine would always. She'd always bring the cabbage rolls and
Yeah.
stuff. Oh, she's Ukrainian. Sorry. I'm
Well, that's very similar to Mennonite.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, they just do their pierogies a little bit different. It's all just slightly different, right? I know my friend when I was growing up was Ukrainian, and when I would go to her family things, they would do this they were pierogies in a buttered dill sauce.
That sounds
It was
phenomenal.
really freaking delicious.
That sounds delicious.
But
yeah.
totally different than what we do, right? And Oma would do blueberry pierogies. And that would be our dinner, but we would do whipped cream,
Oh man, I never thought about
fresh
a
whipped
sweet-
cream, and then sprinkle sugar on top of that.
That sounds so good.
And that would be our fucking dinner.
I love that we
blueberry
started
pierogies.
talking about pierogies.
All of a sudden,
and
yeah,
fucking,
totally off
The
topic.
munchies
Yeah.
to kick it in, right?
What do we want after this? We're gonna order pierogies. Just kidding.
So so before you perform, or do you smoke weed while you perform, or before? Or how
earlier
do
in the day, but not before I go on stage.
it doesn't help you.
No,
No.
I try to keep it, or maybe have a like a couple or few drinks before I go on, but I try to be pretty sober for it all because especially like playing guitar and singing at the same time,
That's a
like
lot, yeah.
that's hard, yeah. And like, and sometimes if you end up having like bad, like not great sound or
Too
whatever,
stoned.
or
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a lot to coordinate. Like it took me a while to learn that sobriety, that alcohol especially did not really help my. I mean, it didn't so much help my strong performances. I found when I used to be in like a rock band called Common Sense Hero, and I was just like the lead guitarist and backup singer. Like I would play with my Brandon metal band Operation Switchback. I tried to play with them first, and then I would like drink a bunch after that, and then play with my like rock band and just be like, yeah, easy, and just really rock out. But like for the metal, yeah, like it's I don't know. I gotta concentrate, and I've realized that yeah. I play better sober.
Yeah.
Soberish.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Buddy, I can't imagine how baked we're gonna be at this fucking award show.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like,
we have to say
speak
things
for yourself.
We even
'cause
like
my anxiety is gonna be.
Yeah, which means we gotta smoke a lot of weed.
Oh, you guys are gonna do phenomenal.
We're
You're
gonna
do
take
so
a little bit of
good.
mushrooms.
I'm gonna be like, hey
smoke some
guys,
weed.
I'm just gonna. I'll hand out the things.
Me and
Just
Jared.
kidding.
Yeah.
No, I can't leave the two of you
Like-
just alone.
Cupcake's like the one that usually keeps all the shit like running, and then Jared's like his co-host was.
That's two Jers right
yeah.
there. Like her and Jer. Like that's just two of them.
Just like
going
never know what
off
you're gonna
and,
get.
like,
Yeah.
Nobody keeping them under control. You know. It's like me and Kristen.
That's why I was like, I
Yeah,
want to
like-
throw out joints to everybody in the
And I'm like,
crowd. That was.
No, that's not.
But
the
then
greatest
Keegan was
idea.
like, it might be like an
Thank
all
you for
ages
helping
event.
me with
Yeah, I was
that.
like, good point.
Or
Let's
maybe
check
children.
into
Maybe
that.
maybe
Oh, I don't wanna be
accompanied
throwing-
minors or something.
Yeah, I don't want to be throwing weed out into like with minors there. No,
No.
not
No.
doing that. No,
No, we do not support
we'll
that
just
shit.
smoke a lot of weed with whoever wants to smoke a lot of weed outside.
It's pretty sweet. You guys were talking about this podcast with me earlier and like how you started 5 years ago, and it's been all your work. Like you've done it all. Like, but you get the perks is that people send you free weed and free products and stuff, eh? So I don't know. It's pretty sweet. It's like, you know, it's hard to go out and do something instead of nothing, right? Like, but here you are. Like,
It's a
I don't
great
know.
saying.
Thank you.
It is. It's pretty hard to go out and do things, right? But you went and you're doing it, and you're doing a great job.
Well,
like,
thank you.
I hope you guys.
So
Well,
are you.
I will nominate you both for for this program for podcast of the year at next year's Manitoba Loud Music Awards for sure.
What?
100%.
I was like, I feel like we have enough musicians on that we
I
can.
never even
kind
thought of
have
that. I was just like, we don't qualify.
No, because
you
all
know?
the
Yeah, no,
podcasts,
they-
they're all about music.
It was
For sure. Can I get some good in there?
We're just like about
Some good in
weed.
there.
Can I get some good in here, please?
This has just like been sitting here since last week, you know?
This is. I just rolled up the cherry tree. I'm gonna bust you up some cherry tree
From Two Rivers.
from Two
We had them
Rivers.
on the... So, do you have like a favorite strain of weed, or like, when did you start smoking weed? How young were you?
We're gonna ask you 7 questions right now. at the
I
same
tried
time.
when I was 14, first
Okay.
time. So in high school, it was pretty sporadic. Like, I mean, this is honestly probably a good thing looking back. Like, if it had been available to me, I probably would have just been like an everyday stoner or something, to be honest. So kind of glad it wasn't available to me, and it was just like, ooh, this person's gonna get some, and maybe I'll get like a gram or something.
That's great.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's free weed.
Honestly, yeah, like but then I went to university and BU, and my friends there all smoked, and so yeah, I started smoking.
It's
And
more accessible in Brandon.
yeah, I mean, I don't know, it was Brand University. It was not too hard to find. And,
Home of the Bobcats.
yeah,
I
hell
have
yeah.
no idea. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know. I never like smoked it before class or before work or anything like that. But it's like the end of the day treat kind of thing, and yeah, I don't know. It's been a mixed bag. Like I'll admit sometimes it would like give me a lot of anxiety when I was younger and stuff, and maybe wasn't like the best thing. But yeah, I don't really have a particular brand. I usually just go to the store and look for like a cheap sativa, and that's like my go-to. I used to swear by indicas, and then I realized that they were the ones that were making me like be like, what am I doing with my life? But,
Yeah. Well, and it's different stuff
But yeah.
affects people
I love that's how
differently,
you
right?
describe
Yeah,
it, yeah.
Yeah.
totally.
For real, yeah.
Yeah.
Rethinking your entire day. And you're like,
But it's kind of nice, like with my work. You know, I'm usually stiff and sore at the end of the day, and
For
it kind of
sure.
like, you know, makes me loosen up or whatever. And it's kind of a nice treat. And trying to like get away from like drinking so much or whatever, and especially like, at the end of the day, I've realized that just a nice like soda water and some weed is you can almost fool yourself into thinking you're having beers or something. So.
For real. My friend quit drinking and she started just drinking bubblies. She's like, she loves them.
It sort of has almost a similar sensation in your stomach, I find.
I'm not a bubbly fan.
I'm not either. I keep it like every time I drink one, I feel like I feel like it's been open for 12 hours. There's like
I just love water. So like if I'm gonna drink water, I'm gonna
Bubbly's
drink.
Not water though, is it?
It is. It's flavored bubbly water.
It's like they put the carbon in there, or the carbon dioxide, and just a bit of flavoring or whatever.
Don't like it.
I think I heard it described as soda water is like drinking static electricity with somebody yelling a flavor way in the background or something.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know.
And it never actually reaches the front of your tongue, It's just it's where there's no taste.
Hey.
So bad.
my soda buddy.
Nice.
That's sweet. I haven't been looking at this. Smoking right now with you folks. Looking forward to smoking next week with Keegan in September with the two big girls.
Is that Carson?
No, Carson's the guitarist from our band.
Oh, okay.
The other guitar player, yeah. So he's been chiming in a bunch here.
In September. September at the show.
Yeah. He's saying he's looking forward to seeing you guys.
Yes, super looking forward to you. Sorry. I was like totally spaced out about what September was.
Oh, buddy, we have Rick's Rant.
Super stoked.
Rick's Rant. I was just reading through the comments. I see Rick. I was like, whoa.
Okay, so we allow this guy because like
that sounds so bad.
No, sorry, like that's not what I mean.
We've asked Rick to do 2 minutes.
We asked him to do a Rick's Rant. We've given him a segment. That's better than allowed him. Given him a segment,
We've
2 minutes of our
Rick
show
to talk on the show,
and he can talk about whatever he wants. But he's been like part of our show from like kind of
forever
beginning.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Rick's Oji. He's from Brandon.
Oh, right.
He lives in Brandon.
I wonder if our paths would have crossed.
Yeah, he used to have growers and smokers.
Oh,
looking forward to meeting you, Carson.
There's one in Winnipeg too.
Okay, so this is Rick's Rant, everybody.
Rick's Rant.
Welcome to Rick's Rant, a Two Big Girls podcast. I'm in the pool on a beautiful Friday afternoon, sunny day. And we're going to be talking about climate change. Why? Because I just saw a report on how the Earth's core is now turning in the opposite direction it was previously, or it's slowing down to the point where it's stopping. So you can't tell me that the combination of that, solar flares, and the distance that the moon is moving away from the Earth over the years and continuing to move away the Earth, which we know that the moon already affects tidal waves and all that kind of stuff. And obviously we got volcanoes and all that kind of thing that affect climate change. But you can't tell me that you or I can actually make a difference of what the sun, the moon, and the Earth's core are doing. So all these people that are advocating for, we save the planet, save the Earth. I remember when we used to say, don't cut down the trees in the Amazon for paper bags, let's go to plastic. Now we're going from plastic, we're going back to paper bags. So I guess it's okay to clear cut the rainforest again. And if you're truly worried about the environment and you decide to buy yourself an electric bike, guess what? A regular bike is more environmentally friendly than an electric bike because you don't have to charge it and consume electricity, which is generated by either fossil fuels or by damming up rivers. And you don't have to be digging up ore and all this kind of stuff to make the batteries with lithium and all that kind of stuff. So that is my issue with all this climate change. So if you're a climate change person and you're saying, we got to worry about the environment, well, I hope you didn't go out and buy yourself an electric bike and buy yourself an electric anything. You should be pedaling or walking. And that's about that. So that's the end of my Rick's Rant on this Friday. I hope you enjoyed the view from the pool because I sure have been enjoying the pool all day. You girls have yourself a great night and we'll see you again. Don't forget to follow me on Rick in the Shed, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Hey everybody! Thank you so much, Rick's Rant.
Rick's freaking me
Check
out
him
there.
Check him out.
Freaking me out there when he was like, the middle of the world is, the core is spinning the opposite direction.
Stopped.
And it's like almost pretty much just stopped. So the middle of the world just stopped spinning. How does that even make sense? Wouldn't that mean no gravity? Right?
The core of Earth.
Yeah. But it's been spinning this whole time. That's what Rick's saying. And then it's just like went the
I don't
opposite
know.
direction.
I have no
and it's
idea.
pretty much stopped. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. It's like pretty much so like the world is just gonna like it just stops. The middle of it just stops spinning.
I have no idea.
I think I
makes
saw a
the
movie about that.
Whole
Yeah.
world stop. Like
I'm not sure. I have no idea.
it's a lot of science stuff.
I'm going on YouTube when I get home.
Middle
We're gonna
of the
investigate.
world.
Yeah.
Opposite direction? Question mark. See what rabbit hole that takes you down.
We'll see what happens. So when is your next show in Winnipeg?
It is next Friday at Bulldog. Yeah, with some amazing bands. Wait, I better go with the paper. Yes, I
whip
knew
out the
it.
paper.
Yes.
What
Get out
time
of
does
jail
it
free
start?
card.
It's next Friday at Bulldogs. And it
What time are you
starts
playing?
We so next Friday at Bulldog, and I keep on forgetting to mention it's a Badlands Entertainment show. So that's our awesome buddy Dag Amont, who is the founder of the Manitoba Loud Music Awards too.
Yeah,
We've been
buddy.
talking about these
Okay.
things.
Yeah.
Credit where credit's due. So hey Dag, man,
Dag,
hope
super dope. Yeah.
awesome dude. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Dag.
We love your face, Dag.
So yeah, we're playing at 9, or no, we're Evil Peace is playing at 9. Orders from No One is playing at 10. RamsKull at 11. So
Nice.
and then
We should go after the show.
I was like, how
Yeah.
perfect is that?
That'd be sweet. Yeah.
Sesh
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've
It's at
never
10.
been at Bulldog.
Yeah.
I've never been to Bulldog.
No,
Me
oh,
neither.
it's great.
Never.
I think the word on the street is it used to be the old Polish dance hall or something. So it's this really
Absolutely. I've
awesome
driven-
big room.
yeah.
I know
There's-
exactly where it is, but
Yeah.
I've just never been inside.
It's sweet, yeah. Like it's a really nice place. I think it's the old PA system from the zoo, if I'm not mistaken. And
So it's haunted.
hey,
With-
yeah,
For
maybe.
sure haunted.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With amateur stripper nights.
Yes.
Oh, how intriguing.
The zoo. At the zoo.
Yeah, I only ever went once to the zoo.
What?
Yeah, when I
Okay,
was
what?
a band in Brandon, I came out in 2015 and played one show there with my band Operation Switchback, and then they pretty much closed the next year, I think, or something. So,
Shit.
so I got to
God.
experience it once. Like I hear about the heyday of it, and like
Oh,
it sounds
yeah.
just
like
amazing.
When
but
I was like 20,
Yeah.
like 2000, year 2000.
Yeah. Some good times
Those
at the
days?
zoo.
It was like, they had like what, t-shirt night and amateur stripper night. Both of those nights were super fun.
that sounds great.
No, yeah, it was a blast. It was a blast.
One other shout out I should give too. So this is our newest merch.
I
Here.
like it.
Is that
So
Helsen?
yes, that's right. That's Mitch from Helzen. He's an amazing artist. So we're calling this guy the. Oh, sorry.
Oh, just blocks it.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so we're calling it the Ramdigo. So we're like,
The
make a,
Ramdigo?
it's like a Wendigo, but it's got like a ram skull for a head.
That's
He's like, how
dope.
many horns do you want? 4, how about? So yeah, he really nailed it. I was like, so our last album was kind of about how humans are like destroying the environment and everything, and he's like, could you work that in there too? So got some like little fish and whatever going through there. And
That's amazing.
I fucking love the colors too, like
Yeah.
the blue and pink or whatever.
Yeah.
And so yeah, if anyone's interested in a T-shirt or a hoodie, hit me up. Hit me up and I will hook you up with one. So
Put them up there.
I like.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Arborist.
block you. I was
Keegan,
trying-
arborist, Keegan Reeves. Yeah, I like it. I like
We're
it.
right there.
I'm gonna make that will be my card. Yeah.
Just do the back too, just like.
Just wait till you see the last fucking thing.
Okay. Yeah. Exciting.
Just
Wow.
kidding. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Holy shit, that time just flew by. Oh my goodness.
Holy.
Thank
So
you
does it-
so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, it was rad. I had a great
We had
time.
such a
like,
good time.
Such a good time. Yeah, I didn't even know what I was in for, but yeah, this is an amazing little spot you guys have. And
Thank you.
Just
Yeah.
chill vibes, right?
chill vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good vibrations.
We're gonna practice learning how to sing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I should send you guys some videos, or like maybe even drop off a DVD for you guys if you
Yes,
want.
please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Zen is screaming.
I live
all you wanna
closer
see.
to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I could lend it to
Bring
you.
it
Sure.
to me, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
honestly,
kidding.
like it's a good time.
Just like do a random guest spot.
Yeah.
Nobody would expect it.
It's like a voice lesson show. Yeah, I'm totally down. For sure.
For sure.
Yeah, but thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, Keegan, you're super dope. Thank you
Yeah.
so much
You guys
for
are
hanging
dope,
out.
Yeah. So check them out on next Friday after our show.
Yeah.
go and watch them live if you're
Hell
local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much are tickets?
They are $15 at the door, I believe. Yeah.
Sweet.
So affordable.
Affordable.
They are affordable.
Yeah.
in this
So go
economy.
check them
super
out.
affordable.
Pretty good prices at Bulldog too. I think it's like $5 a beer or whatever, which
Yeah.
is like,
Okay. That's
yeah.
for nowadays.
Yeah, for sure. Other goodies there too, I think, like drinks and things. So
Dope.
Sweet.
We'll be outside smoking weed.
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Just come and see us there.
That'd be
Join us.
sweet, yeah.
Join us next Friday. It's actually a solo show.
Is it a solo show?
It's a solo show next week.
Things are gonna get weird.
Things typically get weird on a solo show.
We're gonna be so fucked up on mushrooms, and then we're gonna go to a metal show. Remember
Yeah.
last time we did that?
Oh my gosh. The guy was like vomiting and then eating his vomit.
We were at
And
this,
it was crazy. It was
Wow.
crazy.
Somebody-
What,
our
in the
pro-
show or like
yeah,
outside?
the
Yep,
singer.
the singer.
Oh,
He was like,
He
it
would
was
puke all over
crazy.
and then
There was
eat
a
it
lot of
and
blood.
play with himself.
and like
there was blood.
yeah, and, like fake blood, and then he had like a
okay.
butcher.
Because he was like a butcher?
He was like
He's
a
a
butcher.
butcher?
Who
And
was that? Was
I
that?
don't know.
It's a metal band.
Yeah, super metal band.
They were at
The drummer was this chick, and she was this tiny chick, and she was the
He's known as the butcher.
craziest drummer I've ever seen in
Wow.
my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't know. We were like, this is studio time, so we're like down in the exchange. We're dressed up in these like pinup style dresses, and the camera guy was like, "Oh, just come with me." And we're like, "Okay." We did not look like we fit in at all. Okay, we're standing there, and everybody's like headbanging to them, and we're like standing there. We're all fucked up on mushrooms and so stoned right after the sesh. We're like, "What did we just pay $30 each to come and see?" Like, this is intense.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
Glad we saw it though.
It was a whole experience.
Definitely an
I'm-
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yes, join us next week, and then the following week I will be away, so we will not be having a show that week. But I will be in Flin Flon
I'm so
at
jealous.
checking out the new Ravens Hollow Ecodome Resort,
Oh wow.
and super stoked about that.
Yeah.
So I will post stuff while I'm out there.
It's Hannah's
And,
birthday.
it's Hannah's birthday, 25.
I'm so
So
jealous.
you remember her from Island High Baked Beans?
Yeah.
Yep, she's flying in. Her and Haley. Super stoked to meet Haley. So, yeah, anyway, stay tuned. But we'll see you next week. So we love you all. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Thanks, Keegan.
Make sure to
Time.
check them out. Go to the show if you're local.
Yeah. We'll
Love
see you
your
Or
guys.
in
faces,
Portage.
everyone.
If you're in Portage, then go to that show next week
There you go.
or the day before.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
So all next weekend.
Yeah.
Lots
You got a
of
lot
fun.
of gigs coming up, so it's super dope. Great
Yeah.
opportunity
Yeah.
to see you play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And buy tickets to the Manitoba Loud Music Awards.
Yeah, do that too.
There's a fundraiser tomorrow night at Bulldogs. So go and check that out as well.
Yeah.
Love all your faces.
Bye, guys.
See you next week.
Adios.
Stay based.
Oh, that was sweet.
RamsKull.
Wow, that's amazing. That's sweet that you guys played the song for mine too, so people will be like, "Wow, what is this?" or
Yeah,
something.
buddy.